You look around, it looks like Spades is kind of expecting something to be coming, going, okay, well, there's only one reason why players go Phoenix, and that's because they want to have the support for Colossi. If you notice, he's got a lot of tech labs, and he is massing out Marauders right now. So when those Colossi come, there's going to be that little... Levin will have that little smile on his face, and then Spades will stim and chase him down, and I think we may see the smile change who it's sitting with.
Yep, and look at this, just doing a great job picking off whatever SCVs he can. Oh, accidentally losing a Phoenix right there, though, so...
And at this point, every Phoenix matters a lot. One loss could be the difference in the long run, because that's one less unit that you can pick up, or potentially one less unit that you're killing. And obviously, looks like Vikings are coming on the way from Spades now, so you're going to be going a very heavy Marauder, still pumping out some Marines with the Vikings. And it looks like Levin wants his gold too as well.
It looks like he may get his gold first. The Marauders are moving out to take down the rocks as well, so that's going to be done here in just a second. And we're going to see a very macro-focused game, as both players will be hitting 3 bases here in a second. By the well, at 12 minutes, they're looking to take their 3rd base, so really quick, I would say, compared to what I've seen a lot of games with a lot of 1 base all in. So they just want to play a nice macro-focused game. It's kind of a nice change of pace for me.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is from the Phoenix of Levin basically making Spades go, well, if you want to play that way, I'm just going to macro up and make this a very tough game. But Levin has that exact same idea. Once we get to probably about that 14 and a half, 15-minute mark, and we see those golds kick in, it's definitely going to be interesting, and the advantage will go to Spades because he will have his much quicker. And look at that, Ghost Academy as well.
Going after this factory right now, and that factory will be dying since it doesn't look like it'll make it back in time. Not that that's a huge loss, but there could be a huge battle. There's Stim going to try to focus down these Colossus. One Colossus goes down, not targeting the second one right now. This is a mistake. Those Colossus still do a lot of damage. Now he's running them up to do some damage. Second Colossus does go down. A lot of units picked up, and I don't think he has quite enough to take everything out. The last Colossus is still alive, and those Phoenixes were absolutely key. They're picking up Marauders so that the third Colossus did not fall.
Yeah, but here comes, Levin's gonna put himself in a bad position here. He's gonna pincer himself inside. He does have a couple of reinforcements coming now. Spades might actually land those Vikings. There we go. Gonna drop them down, pulling up some SCVs for help as well. Even a Mule, he's just desperately trying to delay to let this planetary fortress finish. And if there's one thing I didn't like from Levin in that last big battle, is he did not lift up with his Phoenixes until a little while after, and the factory was getting hit instead of picking up units like he's doing quite well now.
Yep. That planetary fortress is sadly for Levin going to finish now. However, he's doing a lot of damage with those Phoenix. Those have been absolutely amazing for him. These Marauders have no response to him. However, it looks like those Phoenixes are pretty much out of energy now.
Yeah, 85 food for Levin, 74 for Spades. So there is the advantage going to the Protoss right now. But this gold base, once it kicks in and he's going to be able to get more minerals to even out his 800 gas right now, we are going to see him just explode in the unit count.
Yeah, I'm surprised not to see more mules dropping, but it looks like he's been doing a good job of spending his energy. Has 2 more mules he could be dropping right now. The SCVs are now transferring. While all that was going on, Levin's expansion is also up and running. He's already getting his next 2 gas, which is absolutely huge for him because he wants to be mining a lot of gas since Phoenix and Colossi is not cheap to build.
Yeah, he's going off of 5 gateways at this point. Still only 1 robotics facility. He is getting his armor upgrade. He does have the ground right now. And that could be a big difference coming up. And he is getting Protoss air weapons as well. So he's going to be sticking with those Phoenix for a while. It could also lead into a late game Void Rate if you are getting those the attack upgrades for it. Especially now that there is that bonus damage to Massive. But I doubt we'll see Thors or BCs coming out this game for Terran.
And it looks like Levin wants to try to put the nail in the coffin this game as he is pushing forward with his relatively small force. Nice Guardian Shield going down. Let's see how fast those Colossus go down. The Phoenix is doing a good job of distracting those Vikings so that they do not get involved. However, a missile turret absolutely ripping into the Phoenixes right now, causing a lot of damage. But it looks like he's cleaned up that army relatively easily, and all the SCVs being forced to pull off. That missile turret does go down. Both Colossus still alive. Zealot's running after those SCVs, but there are some Marauders waiting for them. There is a concussive shell upgrade research, so they are going to be just fine up there. The Orbital Command did not lift off and was taken out down here, though that is a significant loss, as that was a lot of mules. It looks like he will be targeting those Colossus as they run away. He's going to go ahead and try to fight a little bit, so he's going to probably lose everything here, but he has done a lot of damage so far.
He did pick off one Colossi, almost managed to get the second one. It needs like one more hit. There it goes. So that's something that Levin should have backed away from, but it looks like he's trying to go for the kill right now. He's doing a lot of damage to Spades. He has the food advantage, but I guess he does have enough because he is laying down 3 more warp gates back at his base and getting the robotics facility. So with his gold, I think right now this is entirely Levin's game to lose. He's already won this game. It's just a matter of mistakes here and there, or if he overcommits, and if he keeps sending units in on the line, that could also change this game around slightly.
Yep, more Stalkers coming in for Levin to try to just keep the pressure up. But I think he will finally be forced to back off here.
Yeah, he should just back off, take control of his Zelnaga watchtowers. Looks like he is planning to take another base up to the 12 right now. Just mass up an army, and then literally just end your opponent's life. Go up with a couple Colossi, you've got the range, so you can take out the planetary fortress with ease. Then you just set up some Stalkers for defense, and he could almost be doing that right now, but he is being smart. He's not being over-aggressive. He's saving up his Colossi because he did lose 2 kind of meaninglessly before.
Yep. Charge is also researching for Levin, and that will be absolutely huge. Charging Zealots are a huge problem. You can see the Congo line of SCVs now heading to the gold. He is changing his main to the natural. That's a nice thing about playing as Terran. Of course, he did lose his orbital command at his natural, which means he's not getting as many minerals as he would have due to not as many mules. And the 4th base for Levin currently building, so that's going to put VTSpades even further behind.
Yeah, first Ghost, it is out on the field now. There is a Dark Shrine and a Templar Archives being warped in, so literally almost every tech is being utilized right now by Levin. He also has a lot of warp gates at his disposal, 8, so he can really take advantage of that. Sorry, 10, apparently I can't count. There are some at his gold base. He's starting to mass up the armies at 149, Spades is at 108, and I think the gap is only going to get worse and worse as this goes on. Now with 2 robotic facility, the Colossi count's going to get way too high, and I'm not sure what Spades can do. If he can get off a couple amazing EMPs, but I think right now, biggest thing for him would be to try and sneak a drop, even though there is Phoenix on the field, or try and do something to the economy of Levin.
Yep, and I don't think that DT technology is going to be too useful, since there are missile turrets placed at both bases, so that's where you normally want to send DTs. Are there any DTs made up in the army? It does not appear so, but that is a lot of Zealots in Phoenix, and that's going to... I just don't think there's enough force from Spades to deal with it.
Yeah, especially with the charge upgrade. He's just waiting on the Caldarian Amulet right now to finish. He's going gung-ho on this planetary fortress, pulling everything in, trying to take it out before the SCVs can even repair it.
Now watch how fast these Colossus may fall if they did get attacked. One thing to make a note of very quickly is SCVs are not as cool as they used to be. They now inherit the threat of whatever they repair, so even if he had started repairing that planetary fortress, those SCVs would have died instantly.
Yeah, a couple changes that we will go over throughout this cast, just so you guys are aware if you're not on it yet, or if you're on the European server and you don't know the joys of chat channels yet. We'll make you jealous, don't worry.
And here comes a huge engagement. This may end the game right here. Going to be charging forward with a lot of Zealots. That was a fairly nice EMP, but it's just not going to be enough. You can see all these Zealots in the army of Spades just quickly disintegrating due to all of the beams of death and all the Zealots chopping it apart. And Spades throws out the GG, and CNB goes up 1-0 in this best of 7.
Something I found interesting, just what I noticed, you probably didn't, is that there was one probe alive in that last battle that was moving up for him, and I think it got a kill.
Oh, man, I should have clicked on that probe and checked.
I think it got a kill. Now, let's figure out if there's a way to... I know that there's an autosave. I'm fairly sure that I read that.